Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cuz Commanders number one. I am one of your hosts, Daniel. I have both Sherman and Slothy with me. Sherman, how you doing?
Not bad. Tired. Holiday season starting, so work's busy. How about you?
I'm mostly good. I was telling you in the chat, uh, I cut part of my hand off. Not a big part of my
Yeah.
hand, but enough of it. We were cutting up. We were doing pickling stuff yesterday. So I told my wife, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna laugh at you when you cut yourself with a mandolin. It's not safe to use. And then here I am, 2 minutes later, using the mandolin, and I got impatient, and then so I took a big chunk of my hand off. Kind of fun. My you could
I'm
still see like the fingerprints in the sliced off part. It was not good. I bled a lot.
yeah, you. No, like I personally don't like mandolins because of that. Like I'm always scared so much. Like I use the guard and everything, and I'm just like, nope, still don't like it. So
Yep. So, but yeah, other than that, I got a ton of pickling done, which is pretty cool.
good.
No finger in the pickle. That was the next question. I know. And Slothy, how are you doing?
That was actually the next question I was going to ask.
Yeah, there we
When are we
go.
having pickled fingers? I'm pretty good. It was a very, very busy week. More exams, kind of winding down on the school stuff, but here we are.
That's good. Are you killing it in the school so far?
Much as I can be.
That's good. I like it. It makes me happy to hear. The I guess out here it's kind of a weird situation for like all school stuff, right? At least you're not affected by like classroom school stuff, right? There's been
Yeah.
there's a big teacher strike going on at where we live, so there's everyone's home with their kids, which kind of sucks if you have to be at work. Yeah, childcare's not wonderfully cheap. This is
No.
the deck we're doing today. I think this is the one that you were slapping me around with. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, let's but like before we get into it, I guess if you want any of the cards that we're about to talk about, go over to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. That's going to get you a discount. It's going to support a great business, support us, cheaper cards for you. Who could argue with that, right? They've got great stock, fast shipping, and toss these over in AR Armor sleeves. Like, share, subscribe. It really is good. And let's jump into this one because this is a pretty cool budget deck.
Yeah. So this is a Dargo Kediss deck, and I think we mentioned it a couple times last week when we were recapping the charity event. Um, Dargo is 6 and a red, 7/5 legendary giant pirate, sorry. As additional cost to cast it, you may sacrifice any number of artifacts and or creatures. Cost 2 less to cast for each permanent sacrifice this way, and 2 less to cast for each other artifact or creature you sacrifice this turn. He's got Trample, and he has Partner. And then we've got Kediss, Emberclaw Familiar. 1 and a red for a 1/1 legendary elemental lizard. Whenever a commander you control deals combat damage to an opponent, deals that much damage to each other opponent, and it has Partner.
Mono red
So,
partner deck. That's pretty cool.
yeah. Kind of the big plan about this deck is just get Dargo out as fast as possible, get Kediss out, and then start smacking everybody for 7 every turn.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that game plan. Dargo is very, very big to be hitting you with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being able to take somebody out with commander damage in 3 turns is crazy.
Well, and as I saw, it can really actually come out pretty fast. Like it's fun to see these uncommon. Like I really like the uncommon commanders just in general.
Mm-hmm.
But this is never one I've built. I've never put Dargo into literally any deck. Right? I've used Kediss lots because Kediss hits like a truck. Because like especially in like partner commanders, it's just nice to, even if it's not the partner. I use it in Sylvia and not Corvath. Sylvia and Corvath, the Dragon Knights.
Mm.
So that
Okay.
so that they both like get that extra damage off, which is awesome because then it's just a damage doubler twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dargo comes out like insane. That cost reduction, again, to me, looking at it, I never had respect for this cost reduction. You know? So
Yeah.
let's jump into your artifacts.
Sure. Just one more thing before we go into this. This is a pauper deck, so every card other than the 2 uncommon commanders is a common.
Nice. That's
So,
very
so
cool.
if
I
there's
didn't know
something
that.
like, oh, why don't you have like just pulling off the top of my head Chrome Mox or Mana Vault or anything like that? It's like not common,
Cheap.
and
Yeah,
also
this is an
not the play style.
$80 deck, right?
Yeah.
Definitely pretty cool. Okay, into artifacts. We have first our Alchemist Vial. It's a 2-mana artifact. When it enters, you draw a card. Love it. Pay 1, tap, sack it. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. I like this.
All right, the next one we have is going to be Arcane Signet for 2 mana. You tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity.
Then we've got Buried Treasure. 2 mana, it's an artifact treasure. You can tap it and sacrifice it to add 1 mana of any color, and pay 5 and exile Buried Treasure from your graveyard to discover 5. Activate only as a sorcery.
Really quickly to double check on Dargo. You don't have to sacrifice them specifically to Dargo, right?
You do not. Just any artifact or creature you've sacrificed that turn, plus any you sacrifice specifically for the ability.
So it can function as a sack outlet, and it's reduced already by these throwaways. Like this Alchemist Vial, you could say your commander can't block, and here comes Dargo. Here comes Big Boy D.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. So these 2 mana rocks are actually like realistically like 3 reduction to your commander, which is monster. We have a Chromatic Star again for kind of that same reason. 1 colorless, it's an artifact. You pay 1, tap it, sack it, add 1 mana of any color. When it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw. So you do have a lot of these like one and done kind of filter and like draw when they enter, but they kind of don't do much. You get to use a lot of these like really, really cool cards that you don't see.
It's almost like cantripping for artifacts.
Yeah. Like that's again, that is such a big cost reduction because again, you're spending 2 to get again another 3. You're mana positive on almost all of these, also with a draw, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Next card here we have is going to be Dire Mimic for 2 mana artifact treasure. It has flash. You can tap it to sacrifice the Dire Mimic to add 1 mana of any color, or for 3 mana, it becomes a shapeshifter artifact creature with base power and toughness 5/5 till end of turn.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty cool little thing to keep on board too if you need. I swing in and forget that you have this suddenly a 5/5.
Yeah, exactly. You're able to get your 7/5 out, or you can beat someone's face with a cabinet.
Yeah, that's true. IKEA furniture's going crazy.
Next up here, we've got the Experimental Synthesizer. Single red for an artifact. When it enters or leaves the battlefield, exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. And you can pay 2 and a red to sacrifice it to create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. Activate only as a sorcery.
Very, very cool utility with all this stuff. Because again, a lot of times I would use something like this to dig for a land, right? Yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah, with this one, you'll end up getting 2 cards and 4 mana towards your commander for it.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. You don't even need to. Again, in a best case scenario, we've got this extra mana kicking around. We throw it away; it becomes a samurai. But we can just use it, like you said, for straight raw commander. Yeah, right. Like that's very, very cool. Next year we have a fire diamond, and I live for the fire diamonds. I really like them. I have a good time with them all.
They're so nice.
They chill the game out, and I respect that. Everything's pushed right now, and sometimes it's just nice to be like fire diamond. We're just chill. Even Soul Ring Fire Diamond is still a pretty chill play. You know, I'm not going too crazy. I'm still up in mana, but I'm like, come on,
it's significantly less scary than Soul Ring into Signet or something.
Yeah, Soul Ring Signet Llanowar Elf.
Oh no.
Someone somehow farewells me and I just cry the rest of the game. Anyways, but the fire diamond. It is it enters tapped. We get a red mana tap for 1 red.
And then we have a Fountain Port Bell for 1 mana. When the Fountain Port Bell enters, you may search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. For 1 mana, you sacrifice it and you draw a card. Hey!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We
So, like,
ramping in red.
Yeah, well, again, right? Like you're paying 2 to ramp a land out and bring your commander down too. It's just imagine Dargo's go fetch a land commander. That's basically it, right? I like it. I will say really quickly, looking at this artifact section, 18 cards in it. We've got 928 as a total price for it. This is really, really cool. And again, these are cards you never see playing. I'm not gonna be able to threat assess properly like your fountain put. That was the problem that I was having, is that Slothy put out a bunch of these junk artifacts. He put out these like 1 mana things on like his turn 1 or turn 2, and then suddenly I'm getting cracked in the head with Dargo. And I didn't see it happening.
Yeah.
It's like when you see people playing weird things like hot soup and whatnot. It's just like, why? And then you see why, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, next up here we've got the golden egg. 2 mana artifact food. When it enters, draw a card. Pay 1 and sacrifice it to add 1 mana of any color, or you can pay 2 and sacrifice it to gain 3 life.
Little utility. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We go down here. We have our Herbal Poultice, a 0 mana. It's an expensive card in your list, $1.29. You pay 3, sack it, regenerate target creature. That's actually a pretty cool little one to have on deck. I really should put that in Myria.
It's so good. It comes in handy way more often than I thought it would in this deck.
Honestly, I'm gonna take a picture of that one for Myria. There's so many cool like 0 the little donut artifacts that work great for me.
Yeah.
Next one we have here is going to be Ichor Wellspring for 2 mana. When the Wellspring enters the battlefield or is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. This is so good in this deck.
2 mana, draw 2 cards, 2 mana towards your commander.
Woo. Yeah, like, why not? It's just built.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of times Dargo comes out at 1 red mana. Which is a problem.
Well, that's what happened in that first game that we played with him. There were just like 3-0 artifacts on the battlefield.
Well,
I'll get rid of all these. And
the other thing, it wasn't even that. It was 2. It came out so fast because it was 2 garbage artifacts on the field. You tapped the Great Furnace thing for 1 and then threw the land away.
Oh,
and I
yes.
did not see that coming. So he had like just like these, again, he had no board state, and suddenly 7/5, right? That's what the deck should be called, is suddenly 7/5. Like I was blown away by how quick this thing came out. Because again, I see Dargo in the command zone. I'm like, 7 mana commander. That thing's there for a while. But yeah, it was really, really cool to have that Great Furnace throwaway. That was such a unique play. Also, spoiler, that's in the land section. But yeah, no, like I said, the ability to toss like stuff like this away, again, you're just getting a free 2 card draw to pay for your commander. You would already be paying that 2 for your commander, and it's just, here's my commander and 2 draw.
Yeah. Next up here, we've got the Implement of Combustion. Single mana artifact. You can pay a red, sacrifice it, deal 1 damage to target player. And when it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you can draw a card.
I love these throwaway draw cards. Very cool.
Yeah.
We have the Jack-o'-lantern. This is a card I know you actually like.
I love this card.
Yeah, 1 mana artifact, 1 on a tap, you sack it, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard, draw a card. There's so many decks that's annoying in. Like, just especially the fact that it can like interrupt like a bunch of these combo decks from trying to TM, bring back like Weapon Enthusiast and blah, and you're just like, I'll exile that card, I guess. 1 as well, exile Jack-o'-lantern from your graveyard, add 1 mana of any color.
Yeah. Kind of keeps putting in work even after it's gone.
In like anything like a Muldrotha, like just again hitting my lionized diamond with this would just kind of wreck my day. Because I lionize diamond in Muldrotha. It's kind of like what Muldrotha it does, right? So
Oh, my 35-cent card messing up your $700 card?
it's
Wow.
it'd be really funny that you get my Tarmogoyf. It's not even worth anything anymore. Come on, leave it alone. Oh, that has to still be the to date worst investment I've ever. I have a full Muldrotha ooze deck. Muldrotha looks like ooze. It seems, so it's all the oozes and goyfs. And I bought myself a nice full art Tarmogoyf, and then they printed it down to a token. Look at what they did to my boy.
Yeah.
That was a rough loss.
But hey, the Tarmogoyf was a decent deck.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun though.
That was a good deck.
They didn't put a Tarmogoyf in it. They just gave you a token.
They technically have a Tarmogoyf in.
I guess you're not wrong. Technically, there is a Tarmogoyf in the deck. There's many. Here's 5 of them.
Yeah. Why have one when you can have all of them?
Oh, it was rough. I do love that deck, though. Sherman?
Yeah, sorry. Next one's going to be Pyrite Spellbomb for 1 mana. For a single red, you can sacrifice the Spellbomb. It deals 2 damage to any target. Or, for 1 mana, you can sacrifice the Spellbomb and draw a card. I'm going for draw a card.
100%.
Yeah.
Then we've got another one of my favorite cards out of Ikoria. We've got Sleeper Dart. 2 mana artifact, enters the battlefield, draw a card, and you can tap and sacrifice Sleeper Dart to have target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step.
That's annoying. That's really funny. There's a lot of decks that would really salt me in. I like it. We have our spare supplies next. This is another artifact, 2 mana. It enters tapped. When it enters, you draw, and then 2 tap, sack it, draw another card. So early draw that you can still just throw away if you need just the 1, or again, you can just pay your 2, get 2 card draw out of it, and still reduce. So I like it.
Yeah, you're not really at a loss.
Mm-hmm. You're
even to get your commander. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But again, if my commander comes with a new full hand of cards, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Next one we have is Terrarian. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Terrarian?
Yep.
Whatever. Anyways, 1 mana, and it enters the battlefield tapped. For 2 mana, you tap it, sacrifice it, add 2 mana of any combination of colors. When you put it into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. This one's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, it comes in tapped, whoop-de-doo, so you have to wait a turn. But like, it replaces itself. You get to draw a card, and it's reducing your casting cost. Yeah.
Well, I think this is one of the ones that like is like a great furnace kind of thing, right?
Yeah, 100.
Something of those things, because that's a 4 reduction already, and a draw is great.
Yeah. 4 reduction and a card for 3 mana.
Oh my goodness. So, oh no, shoot, never mind. That's a rare. I was thinking of like, asking you ahead of time, Slothy, like, do you have Pia's Revolution? But I think that's a rare.
There is a ton of things that you can upgrade. Again, we love to build shells, right? And again, Slothy's shell happens to just be the deck he plays at the time. But the again, you can definitely upgrade this like $80 list with some of these other things. The fact that you've put it together with just these like basically like throwaway cards that no one thinks about is really, really cool. And to see how well it functioned too. Like I can't say highly enough how quick that Dargo came out and just started beating on me. And again, with Kediss, it's, you know what I mean? Like you're really dealing like 28 damage, because normally you have to, if you're not holding like a turn 2 removal, Dargo can be out, and then Kediss comes out the turn right after that, and then you're just like, this is like 21 damage every time it's swinging, which is huge. It's insane. What is the Pia's Revolution, by the way?
Pia's Revolution, I got it pulled up here. It's actually a really, really good pick. If you've got it memorized, go for it.
Yeah, so basically it's an enchantment. That's why I'm like asking, and then I'm like, oh wait, this is a pauper deck, and Pia's Revolution is a rare, but it's for 2 in a red. It's an enchantment. When a non-token artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return that card to your hand unless target player has this enchantment deal 3 damage to them. So you can let everyone politic all they want, but in my opinion, it'd be like Athrio's like God of Passage, right? You just focus on one person, bring their life total as low as you can, so they can't pay that anymore, or they don't want to, and you just keep on looping something that the 0 cost, like the Cheerios, right?
Sincerely, a disgusting card.
It is. It will be an absolute monster in this.
What's the casting cost on that?
2 in a red.
That's
3,
gross.
so
That's disgusting. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think that that's very nice.
hence why it's not in the deck, because it's a rare and it's not nice. So we're not having.
Yeah,
we're just playing nice, friendly.
I'm so thankful that Slothy really likes to stick to his theme build, because I'd be like, it's a pauper deck adjacent. It's pauper-ish.
Pauper-esque.
Yeah. After all, why shouldn't I include 4 rares?
Exactly. Chances of them coming up is minor.
Yeah, exactly.
Rounding out our artifact section here, we've got Traveler's Amulet. 1 mana. You can pay 1, sacrifice it, search library for basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle.
True.
Yeah.
We have we're down into creatures. So that's our artifact section, our $9 artifact section, which is, I would say, packed pretty good. I like it. And just to double check here, with Dargo, we can throw away creatures and artifacts.
Correct.
Okay. Any number of creatures and or artifacts. Okay, so our first creature here, we have our Bloodlust Inciter. This is a 1 red mana. It's a 1/1, target creature gains haste till end of turn. Yeah, see, this is the problem. These are the ones that are going to get you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a theme here.
After that, we have Crashing Drawbridge, one of my personal favorite cards as well. It's a 2 mana for artifact creature wall that has defender. It's a 0/4 because it's a wall. So, and creatures you control gain haste until end of turn if you tap it. Sorry, I'm a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Fanatical Firebrand, single red for a 1/1 Goblin Pirate with haste, and you can tap and sacrifice it to have it deal 1 damage to any target.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty good too. Again, another great throwaway.
Yeah, that's pretty much what all of the creatures minus a couple in this section are. The real plan is purely smacking people around with Dargo.
Purely get cracked.
Else. Yeah, pretty much.
Take 7 dummy. Bam. We have our Fisher Wizard next. 1 in red for a 2/1 Goblin Wizard. When it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Not bad.
Yeah.
And after that, we have a Generator Servant for 1 in a red. That's a creature elemental. It's a 2/1. Tap it, sacrifice the servant, add 2 mana to your mana pool. If that mana is spent to cast a creature spell, it gains haste until end of turn. Ooh, that's a real fun one.
Yeah,
with
monster.
This, you can sacrifice it for 2, add another 2 towards Dargo, pay the 3 for Dargo, and then he has haste.
Yeah. Again, even if you're just on curve, right? Then you're turn 1 land, turn 2 Generator Servant, turn 3 Dargo with haste. And if someone doesn't does Dargo have trample?
Dargo does have trample.
Why? Why does it have, you know what I mean? I was going to say at least they can block it for a turn or 2, but no, probably not. Yeah, so Dargo just rolls over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the commander damage is a monster.
I think there is a way through like pump spells and such in this deck through like a 4 or 5 card way to make him deal 21 damage.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think that's very kind.
Come on, it's just a little guy.
Come on. He's just a boy.
He's just a boy.
He's a giant. He's a giant. It says giant. How is he a little guy? He's a giant.
He's a giant boy.
He's a little guy in my heart. But next up here, we've got Ginger Brute. Single mana for a 1/1 artifact creature food golem with haste. Pay 1. It can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste, and you can pay 2 and sacrifice it to gain 3 life.
I love the artwork on that card. It's so silly.
Yeah.
We have a Goblin Arsonist, a 1/1 Goblin Shaman at 1 red mana. When it dies, you can have it deal 1 damage to any target, kill my Llanowar Elf.
Yep.
Kill my Birds of Paradise? No.
Rigo shivers at that card.
No, Rigo's a 2. And has a shield counter. Rigo's fine. Everything that's in Rigo, sure. Terrified.
Yeah.
Everything else, uh-oh.
That's why we play with Exile, right? Then we don't have to worry about shield counter.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Next one we have is going to be a Goblin Champion for a single red. It's a Goblin Warrior that's 0/1, has haste, and is exalted.
Yeah. Exalted on Dargo again. A nice little buff. Whenever a creature control attacks alone, that creature gets 1/1. And again, the fact that Kediss makes it so you're really attacking everyone. You only have to hit one person in this deck, which is really fun.
That was kind of what happened in that one boss battle game, where you were the only one who had anything or any shot of getting through.
Again,
I felt so bad, but you had no lands, and I just kept bashing you for 7 because it kept hurting everybody else and what they were doing as well.
I was going to say, with a deck this aggressive, you have, like, your commander is a gigantic removal target. The first time someone sees that come out, the whole table is going to be like, all right, this is scary. So you have to, whoever, again, it's an unfortunate rule, but when you're playing a deck as aggressive as this, you hit whoever has the least creatures in the way. Whoever has the worst board state is you're rolling over them with that. Again, 7/5 is a big trample blocker. And if you keep hitting the player who's like in the last place, basically, right? Everyone else has taken essentially 7 unblockable damage. It's not technically combat damage, but that doesn't matter when your life total's down 21 points in 2 turns or 3 turns.
Yeah.
Gross.
Next up here, we've got the Goblin Fire Slinger. Single red for a 1/1 Goblin Warrior. Tap it, deal 1 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Yeah, I like this one. We have a Goblin Instigator next. This is a 1 and a red for a 1/1. When it enters, you create a 1/1 red goblin. So again, this is giving you, at your 2 mana, this is going to give you 4 reduction.
Yes, sir.
After that, we have a Goblin Motivator. So we have an Instigator and Motivator. Great. For 1 single red, it's a Goblin Warrior that's a 1/1. Tap it, target creature gains haste till end of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Impulsive Pilferer. Single red for a 1/1 Goblin Pirate. When it dies, create a treasure token, and it has Encore for 3 and a red. So exile. Sorry?
I was going to say really quickly, it's fun that if your commander is dying, this Encore ability is going to give you so much mana back.
Yeah, you'll end up getting 3 more treasures, which counts for 6 more towards your next cast if you need it to.
Well, and you'll get 3 treasure tokens when they all die again, yeah.
Plus the 3 mana from sacrificing the treasure tokens.
Yeah, so you're turning 4 into an instant 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary how fast this can come back.
More than that. Like, technically it's more than that, because like with the Encore, you come in, you sacrifice them, and like you also sacrificing treasures, so you get 2 mana for each treasure.
Oh yeah, you can sacrifice the treasures. You don't have to do the treasures as mana.
Yeah.
So
that's where the 9 came from.
No, that's 12. 2, 4, 6, then 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Yeah, because the way that I was looking at it was I would sack the treasures as mana. So I was like 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Then you have 3 treasures to sack for 1. but you can throw the treasures away to Dargo for 2, doubling up how big your treasures are.
You sacrifice the.
Dargo only cares. This is how it works. Dargo cares about the fact that you're sacrificing, right? So like you have the encore, you produce 3 guys. Okay, you sacrifice each guy. That's 2, 4, 6. Each one produces a treasure. Okay, that's 3 treasures. You sacrifice each treasure for a mana each. 1, 2, 3. So we're at 9. But the fact that you sacrifice 3 treasures, that adds to Dargo regardless. So that's another 2, 4, 6. We're at
So
9 plus
15.
6. That's
Oh,
15.
so it's 15. Yeah, you can get a total
Okay.
of 15 technically with this kind of cast. You can almost like cast Dargo, eat a full removal spell to the face, and be like, he's coming right back.
That was kind of a big philosophy in building this.
Yeah,
Was once he gets here, I don't want him really going away that much.
I mean fair. We have a Mog War Marshal next. This is 1 in red for a 1/1. It has Echo of 1 in red. It's a Goblin Warrior. When it enters or dies, you create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token. So again, another enormous reduction engine, because we get our enter. So turn 2, let's say we're still on curve. We get our enter. We have 2 creatures now, and then it's going to sacrifice itself. This is 2 reduction with 2 more creatures. So again, this is a turning 2 mana into 6 reduction on Dargo. Dargo comes out at 1 mana. This is gross.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little
I think
silly.
your math is working out.
Oh, try again.
let's move on. Here.
Well, 1 second. So you cast on turn 2, we cast Mog War Marshal. Okay, so we get 1 when it enters, and Mog War Marshal. So we have 2 creatures. Our upkeep comes on turn 3. We don't pay the echo cost, so it dies. Dargo's reduced by 2. We now have 2 goblins still sitting around. Then we throw those 2 goblins, and that's 6.
Yeah.
But I want to pay the echo cost.
You could still pay the echo cost and then still throw it away and then still cast them at 1. You're still, if you're on curve, you're still looking good.
All right. Moving on, because I'm just joking around. So moving on, we have Meyer Sire or Mir Sire, whichever. Do you call it Meyer or Mir?
Mir,
I call
for
it
sure.
Mir most of the time, but sometimes I call it say Meyer.
I call him Mir, but Meyer Sire goes hard.
Yeah.
True.
So for 2 mana, it's artifact creature Phyrexian Mir. That's a 1/1. When it dies, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Mir artifact creature token. So it replaces.
Yeah. Then we've got Reckless Fireweaver, 1 red for a 1/3 human artificer. Whenever an artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Yeah. Also pretty good. You
Yeah.
seem to have a lot of artifacts. Let's say how
there's
many.
like 22 or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Just off a quick count.
I like that. We have a Reckless Reveler as well, 1 and a red for a 2/1. You can pay a red, sack it, destroy target artifact, so a nice little removal spell.
Yes, sir.
Great monkey.
Monkey.
Oh, next one we have is the Simian Spirit Guy for 2 and a red. That's a 2/2. As an ape spirit, you can exile the Simian Spirit Guy from your hand to add 1 red mana.
This flavor text is the theme and heart of this deck. This flavor text, it's rarely worth questioning where the mana comes from. Just be grateful. This is the theme. This is the heart of the deck. It was built on the sacrifice of this great monkey.
The monkey was the pillar for everything.
Yeah, that is hilarious flavor text in context of the deck.
I didn't even notice that because I don't have this version of it in the deck. But that's awesome. But next up here, we've got the Skirk Prospector. Single red for a 1/1 goblin. Sack a goblin, add red.
Pretty simple.
Sack a goblin, add red and 2 towards your commander.
Yeah, add 3. Gross. Your commander's basically just Crack Clan Ironworks on drugs. What if Crack Clan Ironworks had a 7 toughness or 7 power?
Yeah, pretty much. Also, if you've got a KCI just lying around, it goes very well in here.
Yeah, I bet it does. Is that a rare or is it a common?
That is it's either a rare or a mythic.
It's all common to me. It's all common if you got a Sharky.
Oh, you know what? No, it is uncommon.
Pauper adjacent.
Oh, it's uncommon.
Pauperish. Right. We have a sneaking guide next. 1 red for a 1/1 goblin rogue. 2 and a tap. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. I assume a lot of your goblins are just 1 mana. I'm throwing these away.
Yep.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Next one we have is going to be Fierce Spewer. For a single red creature, goblin warrior that's a 0/2 has defender. You can tap it and it deals 1 damage to each opponent. I like those. Or sorry, each player, not each opponent. Each player.
Yeah. It's okay, guys. I'm hurting myself too. Don't worry about the 7/5. Next up, we've got the Tin Street Dodger. Single red for a 1/1 goblin rogue with haste, and pay a red. It can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with defender.
It's all right. Again, little throwaways. We have our torch.
Get in for little.
Yeah, well, yeah, you do have a lot of like little 1-drops that just start banging on people.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our Torch Courier next. 1 red for another goblin, also with haste. Sack it, another target creature gains haste till end of turn, which is nice.
Yeah.
Let me see quickly. I want to quickly go up here. You can also get, I didn't even realize, but Kediss is also able to get through and deal everyone's damage if Kediss is your commander too.
Yep.
So yeah, if you can get through people and easily, then you really can just be getting people for 8 or 9 a turn, which is way, way higher.
Yeah.
Right. Next one we got is going to be a Torch Fiend for 1 in a red. It's a devil that's a 2/1. For a single red, you can sacrifice it and it destroys target artifact.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Then we've got Voldaren Epicure. Single red for a 1/1 vampire. When it enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you create a blood token. So it's an artifact with pay 1 and tap it, discard a card, sacrifice this token, draw a card.
This is the line that you got me with in the first game. It was a turn 1 Voldaren. It was Great Furnace Voldaren, Epicure, and turn 2 tossed out second land, one of these little goblins that gave haste to another creature, and then he threw out the tapped the Great Furnace for a mana, threw it out for 2, the Voldaren for 4, the blood token for 6, and had that extra mana floating from the great thing. Threw away his like Torch Curry or something and hit me turn 2 for 7 commander damage. It was a very, very cool play. With again, it was like 50 cents of cards that was just like in my face. What's up? This was I did say that the seeing the blood tokens used interestingly. The blood tokens need something like the Lord of the Rings set where the food tokens kind of gave them prominence, right? Because they're kind of discard a card. They're just a loot token, right? That's still like a pay. They've got to have something that can do it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was you that made the Halcyon. It was a partner Halcyon and something with blood tokens, and you made the blood tokens into bears. Or was that someone else? Someone had a cool. They were swinging at me with blood bears.
Ooh,
yeah, I
don't remember.
It was a pretty annoying deck that just like pumped out blood tokens and then used Halcyon's ability to turn them into bears to hit me with. Regardless, that was a very fun one. I like Halcyon a lot. Our last creature here we have is the Weaselback Redcap. 1 red for a 1/1 Goblin Knight, and then it's just got a big fire breathing. 1 in red, it gets 2/0 until end of turn.
Yeah.
True.
All right, so moving on to the only enchantment in the deck. We have Impact Tremors for 1 in a red. We should have saw this coming. It's an enchantment because we're under enchantments. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to each opponent. So many times I've died to this. I can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 25 creatures in this deck that will be kind of coming and going, and the most expensive is 3, and that's Monkey. So you'll be paying people a lot with this.
True.
Plus all the creatures that some of those creatures will create as well, because some of them die, they create something, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Moving on over towards the sorceries.
We're not doing instants. Instants last.
Oh, no, we can do instants. That's fine.
All right.
Whichever is closer for you on the video.
Yeah, instants are there.
First one here, we've got a Braid. 1 in a red. Choose 1, deals 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it gets me now. We have Brute Force, again, pumping up this monster commander of ours. 1 red for... This is just red giant growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Target creature gets 3/3 till end of turn.
I never play with Brute Force anymore. That's unfortunate. Because I always play with this Eder card. I can't remember what it was, but it's a creature, so it would actually work really well in this deck. But it had like the ability like Blood Loss or Blood Rush or something like that. I can't remember, where like you can cast it as an instant or discard it, and it gives a giant growth effect. It's like red. So
okay.
I think it's I gotta look it up. I'll show it to you.
That next
Anyways,
card
I'm going off topic. The next card we have here is going to be Buccaneers Bravado for 1 in a red. Instant. Choose 1. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains first strike until end of turn. Or target pirate gains +1/+1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Ew, he's a giant pirate, isn't he?
He sure is.
Me thinking I have 1 extra turn. Slothy. Yar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would hurt a lot. Because that's 16 commander damage and 16 damage to the table. That's pretty gross, pretty disgusting. Honestly, with again, just the fact that you can have this 3 mana, you brute force it up to 10, and then you Buccaneers Bravado it to it's now
11.
Yeah, 11, 22 commander damage, and that's 60 damage to the table, something crazy. Yeah. Monster card.
Yeah, this was kind of like I was saying, where you can just pop off and deal the 21 commander damage with Dargo in 1 turn. That was with Brute Force and Buccaneers Bravado.
Again, I was saying that you had Dargo out with haste on turn 2. This is like a turn 3 play with that same Dargo. Oh, I've got a blocker out? Interesting. What if it got rolled over?
What if you didn't have a blocker out?
Yeah. Block away, Buccaneer.
Even if they did have a blocker, like you have trample, and this gives you double strike, so it's gonna die either way. If you want to make it worse, give it wither or infect. Like wither and infect on a first strike or double strike creature is really annoying. It changes the maps.
Yeah. The next card was me wondering where I was taking all this damage from.
Next up here we've got Demand Answers. 1 in a red. As an additional cost to cast it, sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. Oh no, 2 more mana towards my commander? Darn. Draw 2 cards.
The worst part is that there's like so many things like the Mycosynth, whatever it was card, the 2 mana. So you already have got your draw from it. You throw this away. This is just a 2 mana that's let you reduce cards. You get 3 card draw. Again, a lot of time you just have a full mid of cards after casting your commander, which is the big problem, especially in a red deck, in a red aggro deck where everything is like 1 or 2 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your curve has got to be crazy low.
Average mana value of 1.7.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We've got our Expedite next. 1 red. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Neom. And you draw a card. Nice little cantrip.
Yeah.
Then after that, we have your nice classic Fling for 1 in red. Instant. Add additional cost to cast this spell. Sacrifice a creature. Fling deals damage equal to the sacrifice creature's power to any.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
target is brutal.
Yeah, this is it's kind of a way to finish things out if need be.
I'm just pulling this up. Is the deck name now suddenly 7-5, by the way? I like it.
It is, yeah.
That's the name of the episode for sure. I did want to just do like a quick double check here. And yeah, Dargo is not, is it other creature? Let me see here. For each other, well, again, it's a new creature. So even if you thud someone or you throw away Dargo to a fling, Dargo is still another creature. So you're further bringing the casting cost back down to hurl 7 more damage at me just because.
And the fun thing is to sacrifice this turn, bring Dargo out, immediately get rid of him. He's sacrifice counting for the next 2 for him, immediately bring him back again because of all the reduction from the previous one.
Oh, didn't even think about that. So if you have anything that lets you like thud or throw Dargo away, Dargo's already got his own, and throwing him away is paying his commander tax.
Is there?
Yeah. So let's say you sacrifice like 6 treasures, right? And like or like 6 things, okay, and then you have Dargo out, and then Dargo dies. Those 6 still count because Dargo doesn't say like specify like how they're sacrificed, or like if that sacrifice works just for that one time, just works in general for.
Just for the entire turn.
What a very fun line of playing, and just nonsense. You think that it's over? No. But again, so then you can do any of those things, like your fling, your thud, right? That's again just a further 14 damage, and he just keeps coming back. Stop! He's already dead. That's awesome. I really, really like that line.
Next up here, we've got Heartfire, 1 in a red. Additional cost to cast a sacrifice a creature or planeswalker, deals 4 damage to any target.
Didn't even think about it, but now, like I said, now that I'm seeing this kind of a line, you just keep throwing Dargo in, bringing Dargo back out with that that nonsense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you do not care. Your goal is just to deal as much damage as you can to, like, one person or whatever.
I dislike this person in particular.
He's here for a good time, not
you're just flinging and hard firing my elves for no reason. Come on, man, they're 1. Please. We've got Infuriate. This is 1 red. I love the artwork on this one. Target creature gets 3/2 until end of turn. Easy, nice and easy. Big problem. 10/7.
I love the artwork. It just reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the cabbage merchant.
Yeah. Sherman, I think it's you.
The next one, because it's my turn, is Raking Claws for 1 in red instant. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. It also has cycle for 2.
Yeah. Then we've got Raise the Effigy. Single red for an instant. You can choose 1 to destroy target artifact, or target attacking creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
Yeah, I like it. A lot of utility for artifacts. A lot of I don't like your Soul Ring in this deck.
Yeah.
I like it. We've got Seething Song because this deck lacks one thing, and that one thing is ramp. So we've got two in a red. I think, yeah, this is your most expensive card in the deck.
Yes.
$9 on a Seething Song. They got to bring that down. But 2 in a red. You add 5 red. Pretty good. Sherman, you here?
Yeah, sorry. Bunch of stuff going on outside my window. So next card we have is going to be Timber Battle Rage. For a 1 in red, it's an instant. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. It also has ferocious, so we will hit this with Dargo. That creature also gains trample until end of turn. Oh, come on! Who cares? I already have trample.
Me making rules arguments. Actually, the trample stacks. I double trample.
I will double trample, therefore you cannot block because I'm just over top.
Exactly.
No, you can be like, okay, so the first trample goes for first strike. The second trample goes for the regular combat damage. Hence why you have trample double.
I have double trample. I'm damaging your card and the ones in your hand. Show me your hand. Reveal it. Reveal your secrets.
Reveal your hand. If there's any creature that has low toughness, it is dead now.
Yeah, that dragon taking damage, trampling over the dragon that you haven't cast. That's how they play Yu-Gi-Oh in the show. In everything, he cheats whatever it is. There's no anything like he'll be like, I cast summon skull and we're playing in a graveyard, so it actually has 5,000 points. You're like, that's not on the card. What are you talking about? He was cheating that
Pot of Greed.
He was cheating that whole game. Yeah, I was cast Pot of Greed, draw 3 cards. It's not what it does. That's what it does. That's how I should. I want to play. I would love to play a Magic the Gathering game of the TV show Yu-Gi-Oh rules, where any rule that you explain, it's just honor system based
That's
on
just how it works.
Yeah, based on that. That's exactly how it is. My Seething Song adds 5 mana. However, we are in a tropical climate, so the volcano is actually magnified, giving me 8 total mana. What are you talking about? I said we do it. Slothy, you're next.
Next up here, we've got Thrill of Possibility. 1 in a red, additional cost to cast it, discard a card, draw 2 cards. I will discard this card to its own ability to draw 2 additional cards from my deck.
See, I would love to play. I would love to play a game like this. It'd be really funny. We should do a play in Magic like Yu-Gi-Oh! The TV show game.
Absolutely.
The next one we have here is an Uncaged Fury, another monster card in the deck. 2 in a red, you're going to get target creature gets 1/1 and gains double strike till end of turn. We're gonna hit for 16 if you don't have a blocker.
Is there
48 damage to the table? Again, this monster card. If there's a way like a Basilisk Collar would probably be pretty good. A number 1, the Death Touch to roll over everyone easier. But that lifelink, that lifelink. It's Basilisk Collar's close enough to a rare, right? Or to a common, right? It's gotta be.
Well, I don't know about that. It is a rare.
Oh, Thunder just gave me a link here in the chat. Also, good morning to Thunder here. We do have a combo with this Dargo. Let me see. The Phyrexian Altar combo. So Phyrexian Altar's obviously, I guess, yeah, Dargo just keeps sacrificing itself for the colored mana to keep it coming out. So Phyrexian Altar's $60 now. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that is actually a really, really cool infinite. So if you wanted to upgrade this deck's power and have a Phyrexian Altar lying around, then Dargo itself is just a combo engine through it that is just constantly recurring. I like that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Pauperish.
Oh, almost. Before we jump into their sorcery, there is almost no lands worth mentioning in here except for Great Furnace, which is an artifact land.
There's also almost no lands in here. 30. Jeez.
Yeah, don't need them.
You're cutting them close.
The average mana value is 1.7, and really the only thing that's bigger than that I can sacrifice all the little 1 mana things to get anyway. So.
I guess realistically, yeah, you can keep a 1-land hand pretty easy in this. Your Dwarven Runes as well, the fact that you can sack it but it's not an artifact, so it won't count. No. Okay. All right. Our sorceries, and then we wrap them up. I know Sherman's got construction going on and they don't like it. They're banging around. I'll start us off in our sorcery here. We have an Act of Treason, which is incredibly disrespectful in a sacrifice themed deck. 2 in a red. Gain control of target creature until... This is how Sherman would play. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. You take my Selvala, you parlay, we all draw. Now you throw it away.
That is a mighty fine 7/7 you've got there. How would you like if I turned it into 2 mana?
Yeah. It's a magic trick. You guys want to? This is Magic the Gathering. I'll take your Ulamog and turn him into 2 mana. Mean. Sherman, you want to go next?
Next card we have here is going to be Cleansing Wildfire for 1 in a red. It's a sorcery. Destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield, tap and shuffle their library, and you draw a card.
Disrespectful, and I like it.
Good against other people's utility lands. If I want to draw a card, I can just say screw it, blow up one of my mountains, go find another one.
Oh, I guess yeah, you can. I really like. Again, I say this all the time. We don't run enough land destruction in the game in general. This should be hitting things like Field of the Dead, that kind of stuff. But
yes,
hilariously enough, it is really funny to go after people's like one color of their mana. I will very often keep a terrible hand that has a Cultivate in it because I have the green to cast a Cultivate. And if you get that green and I'm playing a 5-color deck and I'm sitting there for the next 6 turns looking for a green mana to get it back, we're enemies. And the whole time I'm going to be getting cracked in the head by Dargo. I'll be like, you know what? This is fun. This is fun. I like it.
Next up, we've got Faithless Looting. Single red. Draw 2, discard 2, and it's got flashback for 2 in a red.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Forbidden Friendship, which is me and Slothy after this deck. Again, this one hurt. 1 in red. You create a 1/1 red dinosaur creature token with haste and a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Again, that's an awesome piece of just turning 2 mana into 4 reduction. It really, really puts the game plan ahead so far.
Yeah. There's not really a ton of like traditional ways to ramp in this deck. But that is supplemented with the little 1/1 creatures that are made that can be turned into mana.
Yeah. Again, I think I'm gonna put together a deck like this. I guarantee I have the majority of these cards just kicking around.
100%.
And it is just there's so many junk cards in here that are phenomenal. Like I know I have so much Ikoria. I know I have so many of these, like the next 2 cards on the list here, like the Active Trees and the Cleansing Wildfire. Although I do love this artwork of Cleansing Wildfire. I want to play them out of that. I was going to say. Let me. I'll take Infernal Plunge too. Sherman's. They're ripping Sherman's world apart here. Infernal Plunge here. We have. Again, this is disgusting. 1 red mana as an additional cost to cast it. Sack a creature. So we sack a goblin. That's already 2. Then we get our 3. So and then you add 3 mana. So you turn 1 mana into 5. It's gross how much reduction comes out of this. It's so fast. It's so fast.
Yeah. And I mean, if you really think about it, looking at the card, they're in the mountains.
Yep.
So it's amplified because we're also in the mountains.
Yeah, we do have mountains
really
visible.
1 mana. You'll add 5 red plus the 2 for Dargo.
Yeah, Infernal Plunge lets me actually convince you to throw your creature.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Krenko's Command. 1 in a red. Create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens.
Disgusting. I love all these like little weenie cards. I'm going to be Sherman while Sherman's gone too. Next one we have here is our Mana Geyser. So it's a 3 double red. Pretty gross card too. You add 1 red for each tap land your opponents control, which is again huge to get your commander. The funny thing about this is this deck very easily can have your commander costing like 15, 17. You know what I mean? But you've got ways to actually play it when it's costing 15 and 17, which is really, really fun to me. Because I love to see like if somebody plays like a normal deck and the commander cost gets that high, it's like not fun. You know, people are having a bad time. But if I'm the one doing it to me, and it's like I cast my commander for 21, you know, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Next card we have here is I'll be Sherman. So Daniel, you should put more removal in. Okay, cool. We have Reckless Airstrike. It's 1 red. You choose 1. Deals 3 damage to target creature with flying or more. Destroy target artifact.
Yeah. I have a great idea.
True.
The penultimate card in here is Renegade Tactics. Single red, target creature can't block this turn, and draw a card.
I was gonna say the target creature can't block. Almost kind of doesn't matter. I almost want them to block. I want you to put a creature in front of Dargo.
Yeah, sometimes it is fun to go after the person with one creature and then just kind of pump Dargo up and have it not be able to be blocked and then deal 16 or so damage to everybody.
What's also really annoying is really funny is I think I finally am safe from Dargo. I get a big creature out and you're just like, can't block. Take 7. Please.
Nice try, Buckaroo.
I have a family. And then we have Tormenting Voice. We've got 1 in a red here. As an additional cost to cast it, you discard a card and you draw 2 cards. I like this. Yeah, overall, this is a very cool deck. I really was a gigantic fan of seeing this deck play out. And as well, knowing that you made this as like a convention deck, right? Mm-hmm. What a cool idea for a deck that just lets you get such a big creature out so fast, hit so hard, like it hits like a truck. And again, how can I be mad when I'm getting cracked like for again, like I said, that Voldaren whatever card. What an interesting like line of play that you don't. Who sees a Voldaren Epicure in Commander in general, right? Like how often does that actually come up in an EDH game?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see how many decks this card's in. Voldaren.
Oh, we're racing.
We're both at the same thing.
0.67% inclusion, so 23.1 thousand decks.
I would press X to doubt. I guess there's a lot of vampires, and it is a vampire, so like a lot of basically it's in Edgar Markov and other like what's the Rakdos vampires.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty silly. Like again, just how quickly you're able to come out with these like interesting lines of play with this. The insane mana reduction that you get, the way that you can loop this into a pretty easygoing combo if you want. Like this deck is very editable, and you could really power it up with some of those just some of those recursion ones. That what was the card Sherman mentioned? The Pia's what?
Pia's Revolution.
Pia's Revolution.
Yeah, like that was again, what an annoying card because. Am I going to take 3 damage for you to lose a Traveler's Amulet? Probably not. Maybe. Yeah, maybe after exactly. This. Maybe after the second time I get hit by this giant. I don't know what this like is like the artwork on it. He has a lobster in one hand, which is like I would just be like, no, like lobster time. Bam. Right? Like
you don't like me, lobster.
You don't like me, lobster. Then try me, statue. You have to start talking in a pirate voice the whole time. Okay, let's I say we wrap it up here. I know Sherman's got to get going and stuff, so let me hit our button. Thank you guys for getting through this this silly one. I know this is a sudden end. I love this deck. It was super fun to see, and I do have to put together my own version of this. I got to steal the idea because it was so cool. If you want any of these cards, go over to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to get you a discount. Support us. Support a great store. They've got wonderful customer service, stock, shipping. They're just great to deal with overall. Like, share, subscribe. It really does help us out to do more stuff. I've got a bunch of the face-to-face stuff coming out that I've been too lazy to post. I've just been too busy, so that should be coming out. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. It really does help out. And then if you want to support us directly, the easiest way to do that above like, share, subscribe, because it is you know, the minimum. Hit the like button. Come on. But it's Patreon. Patreon's a great spot to come chat, build decks, have a good time talking with us, talk about the spoilers. There's a lot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff coming out, so I got to go read all the spoiler chat for this. And yeah, other than that, toss these in some AI armor sleeves, crack people with a lobster claw. You guys get it. Yeah. Now we just vibe a little with the music. Bye-bye.
All right, later.
See ya.